This is Roger Struckoff, day 2 of Cloud Expo in Santa Clara, and we are joined by Wes Talbert with NetApp, and he wants to talk, I don't know, it's like a storage company and has to do with infrastructure, and for some reason, that's what he wants to talk about. So welcome, and let's start with quality of service for storage, I think was one of the topics.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you. So sure, NetApp is known as a data management leader, but we do a lot more than just data management on-prem with the data centers of our customers. We're also big in the hybrid cloud. So NetApp started, in the 90s as a company that was in software-defined storage, right? We really were the first software-defined storage company with data on tap, or data on tap is what it's called these days as the different iterations came through. And the part of the company that I'm with is our next generation data center business unit, and we're responsible for many of our more recent acquisitions such as StorageGrid and SolidFire. So quality of service with storage, it's a real interesting topic. If you look at today's customers, the problem that most of them have in their data center is that they'll implement a storage solution and then over time they will outgrow that storage solution, and eventually they'll have to scale up and do refreshes, change out the controllers, that sort of thing. One of our interesting areas with storage quality of service is with our SolidFire acquisition that we made back in December of 2015. Now SolidFire is a peer-to-peer iSCSI based storage solution, and what we do is quality of service from 3 different dimensions, so minimum, maximum, and burst.
So, NetApp hasn't been satisfied just to kind of sit still. So you talk about data centers, and we've got a lot of software geeks who watch this. So maybe you could take them through what you mean by converged architecture, and then what you mean by hyper-converged architecture. Sure. Whether that's a continuum or how that works for everybody.
Sure. So converged infrastructure for us would be our FlexPod branded solution. Now, if you're familiar with FlexPod, it's a business that we've had in a partnership with Cisco for numerous years. It represents over $1 billion of combined revenue for NetApp and Cisco together. It's a fully validated stack, uses Cisco UCS for compute, and then it uses NetApp storage in the turnkey solution. That's our converged infrastructure. It's available in over 140 different validated technologies, validated designs, if you will. The ones that I like the most, I think are most exciting for us, is one, FlexPod SF, which is the version we have that has our SolidFire storage underneath the covers for that quality of service that gives you that granular minimum, maximum, and burst IOPS for every single physical, virtual machine, even container in your entire environment. But there's another one, since we're here at Cloud Expo, that's very, very exciting, and that's FlexPod Hybrid Cloud. Okay. Now, FlexPod Hybrid Cloud leverages NetApp private storage for the cloud along with Cisco Cloud Center to allow a customer to build an on-prem converged infrastructure solution that's fully validated, but then also have storage in the cloud and move seamlessly between their data center on-prem and the cloud, right? Move those loads back and forth as needed. And so that's the most exciting of our converged infrastructure solutions to talk about.
See, because a lot of people, we have been doing this show for more than 20 years. We started out with Java programming language and web services and SOA. We moved to the name Cloud Expo about 10 years ago. So a lot of people will tell you that trying to do all this stuff in private is kind of stuck in neutral. I don't know if that's true, but what I'm pretty sure of, whether it's true or not, is it won't be. It seems like we're at some sort of inflection point now and the solutions that you're offering seem to me that they're going to be driving a lot more private stuff.
Well, we definitely are at an inflection point, and here's what's interesting about all of the traditional hardware storage providers and data center providers that exist today. If they're not looking at the cloud and figuring out ways to enable and connect to the cloud, they're going to be left behind. Yeah. And so what George Kurian, our CEO, and the rest of our board did is they set a vision years ago in NetApp that we would do more than just that on-prem data storage, and that's why when we talk about this converged solution with FlexPod Hybrid Cloud and what we're doing with Microsoft Azure now around NetApp private storage in their cloud. All of our enablement with both Google and Amazon through StorageGrid for object storage as well. These are all things that we're doing to make sure that our customers can seamlessly move their data between on-prem to the public cloud, between multiple clouds as well, so they can pit the cloud providers against each other for the best cost, right?
And the thing is, when you say going to be left behind, I mean, in terms of what? In terms of, ability, I'm thinking capacity, speed, agility. I mean, they're just going to kind of be like a slow-moving blind beast, it seems to me.
Sure, so there's actually two ways they'll be left behind. As the providers in the industry, they'll be left behind if they don't embrace the cloud and help their customers get to the cloud and manage data effectively in the cloud. For our customers, they need to embrace both the cloud itself and public cloud, as well as hybrid cloud and private cloud architectures on-prem in their data centers to give their internal customers the best, the quickest speed to market, right?
Where can people, it's easy enough to find NetApp, but is there anything specific that they can go searching for online to find out everything you're talking about?
Sure. So one thing that I would encourage everybody to do is make sure you look at NetApp HCI. NetApp HCI is our new hyper-converged infrastructure product we began shipping earlier this week. I actually spoke in a session about it yesterday. What's new and different about our NetApp HCI product versus other hyper-converged infrastructures in the market today is our hyper-converged product does not have that tax around licensing that is so important. It's critically important. It's beautiful, it's easy. You can scale the compute and the storage independently in these very small building blocks, which makes it easy for our customers to build a solution today on-prem with hyperconvergence and then grow the storage and the compute independently of one another while guaranteeing quality of service to every single virtual machine in the environment with no noisy neighbor issues where one VM steps on another VM's performance and chokes them out.
All right, well, thanks for joining us and good luck with all that. You heard it here first. He just told you, go back in this interview a little bit. I encourage people and listen exactly what he was saying about where you can find more information. I think it's real important. I do believe they're at an inflection point. And again, thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. For Syscon TV, this is Roger Struckoff.